Jack Doherty is sitting in a Miami jail cell right now, 22 years old. Amphetamine pills in his pocket, 3 marijuana joints in a black container, $3,500 bail. Just hours before, he was partying on a luxury yacht, 15 million YouTube subscribers watching his every move, living in a $55,000 per month Miami mansion, and now he's facing up to 7 years in prison. His ex-wife McKinley Richardson is exposing everything: the toxic relationship, the humiliating wedding vows that made her father cry, the manipulation, the control, and honestly, are we even shocked? The kid who started flipping markers at 13 is now facing felony drug charges at 22. So how did Jack Doherty go from harmless YouTube pranks to handcuffs in Miami Beach? Let's rewind to September 29, 2016. A 13-year-old kid from Long Island uploads his first YouTube video. He's flipping markers twice in a row. Nothing special, nothing controversial, just a kid with a camera and too much free time. That video hits 29 million views, and Jack Doherty realizes he's struck gold. By January 13, 2017, he uploads "I flipped all of these," and his channel explodes. 100,000 subscribers gets him the silver play button in 2017. 1 million gets him gold in 2018. 10 million gets him diamond in 2023. The money starts flowing like water. $400,000 to $500,000 yearly just from YouTube ads. Brand deals with Nike, Adidas, Pepsi. Another $700,000 from sponsorships. $300,000 from merchandise. By 2024, he's renting a Miami mansion for $55,000 a month. 9 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms, movie theater, swimming pool, 6-horse stables. He buys a $200,000 McLaren, then a $3.5 million waterfront mansion in Fort Lauderdale. 15.3 million YouTube subscribers, 10 million on TikTok, 3 million on Instagram, 5.9 billion total views. This kid went from flipping markers in his bedroom to making millions before he could legally drink. But here's where the story takes a turn. Because success at 13 does something to your brain. And when millions of people reward your worst behavior with views and money, you start pushing boundaries just to see what happens. The early warning signs were there. Walking into Walmart and singing on the intercom, turning off power in the aisles, filming confused employees and angry customers. Classic prank content that gets views but pisses off everyone in real life. Then came the street harassment era. Jack would walk up to random strangers, get in their faces with his camera, say something provocative, and the second they reacted, he'd hide behind his bodyguards. 6'3" security guards protecting a 5-foot-something kid who started fights he couldn't finish. He trolled Ninja by spam donating money with annoying messages. He pretended to be drunk in front of police and filmed their reactions. He stole his older brother's car for a joyride and called it content. Every video pushed further than the last. 2023 rolls around and Jack ends up on Dr. Phil. His neighbor is there complaining about his dirt bike noise. Jack calls her Karen on national television. Dr. Phil literally has to shame him for bragging about making his neighbors angry. Jack's response: 50,000 likes and I'll do it again. His own parents admit on the show that he's continuously reaching boundaries, that he's almost had multiple run-ins with police. But the views keep coming. The money keeps flowing. So why stop? October 2023. David Dobrik's Halloween party. Jack gets into an argument with other guests. His bodyguard Justin Gosley asks him, "What are we doing?" Jack responds, "We're gonna fight. Us two versus you two." Gosley attacks Chase Gardella, lawsuit for assault and battery filed. Then Corinna Kopp's party, same pattern. Jack starts problems, his security finishes them. More lawsuits, more controversy, more content. Streamer Natalie Reynolds comes forward with serious allegations. She claims Jack was grooming underage girls to sign OF contracts. Jack denies everything, but the pattern is becoming clear. This isn't just pranks anymore. Enter McKinley Richardson. Early 2023, she's an OF model with her own following. Jack slides into her DMs. He's charming, protective, respectful, everything a girl could want. McKinley later describes the beginning as amazing. Jack treated her like a queen. Expensive dinners, luxury shopping trips, constant attention. She thought she'd found her prince. But behind closed doors, things changed fast. Jack started controlling what she wore, who she talked to, where she went. He'd tell her, "I wouldn't have to look at other girls on Instagram if you just got big boobs." Classic manipulation disguised as relationship advice. He pressured her, not for her benefit, for his. He wanted to manage her account, control her OF account, take his percentage, business mixed with pleasure in the worst possible way. November 2024, Las Vegas. Jack decides they're getting married, not a romantic proposal, Not a planned wedding, just Jack with an idea for content and McKinley along for the ride. The ceremony is live streamed to 15.3 million followers. McKinley's parents fly in thinking they're witnessing their daughter's special day. Her father stands there in his suit, proud, happy, no idea what's about to happen. Jack pulls out a surprise prenuptial agreement during the ceremony, starts reading his vows. Shawty gets absolutely nothing when I divorce her, even if I cheat. The chapel goes silent. McKinley's smile freezes. But Jack keeps going. If she cheats, she automatically owes me $10 million. Her father's face changes. I'll receive 100% of her OF revenue moving forward, even if we divorce. People start shifting uncomfortably. She can't talk to any other guys for 250 years after divorce. Someone laughs nervously, thinking it's a joke. She still has to cook, clean, and do my laundry after we split. McKinley's father starts crying. The ceremony ends. Jack turns to the camera. Thank God they're gone, he says about McKinley's family. 15 million people just watched him humiliate his bride and her father for views. McKinley later reveals the relationship got worse after the wedding. Jack isolated her from friends and family. Everyone around her was on his payroll. She couldn't confide in anyone without it getting back to him. Then came the pregnancy. McKinley gets pregnant. She tells Jack, expecting support. His response? The family YouTube channel is gonna go wild. Think about the money. Not excitement about being a father, just dollar signs. One night, Jack's friend enters their bedroom while Jack is passed out drunk. She tries to wake Jack. He doesn't respond at first. When he finally wakes up, he tells his friend to leave but takes no real action. McKinley spends the rest of the night terrified. May 2025. After months of this treatment, McKinley leaves. She moves out of the $3.5 million Fort Lauderdale mansion. Jack confirms the split on a podcast, saying they mix too much business with relationship. Classic Jack, making it sound mutual when it wasn't. But let's rewind to October 5th, 2024. Before the wedding. Before McKinley left, Jack's live streaming on Kick while driving his McLaren. It's raining on Florida's turnpike. The road is slick. Visibility is poor. Jack's cameraman Michael is in the passenger seat filming. Jack keeps looking down at his phone, reading chat messages while driving, responding to donations, eyes off the road for seconds at a time. The McLaren starts hydroplaning. Jack loses control. The car spins across multiple lanes, slams into the barrier at high speed. $200,000 of supercar destroyed in seconds. Michael is bleeding from his head, actual blood streaming down his face on the live stream. Other drivers stop to help. Jack's first concern? The stream is still running. He keeps filming while his friend bleeds. The hospital has to stitch up Michael's head wound. Florida Highway Patrol cites Jack for using a wireless device while driving. Kick watches the footage. Permanent ban. Jack just lost a major income stream. His response? Goes on TikTok live days later begging for gifts. Send me roses. Send me galaxies. Help me out, guys. The kid worth millions begging for digital donations because he crashed his car texting and driving. Someone asks about the crash. Jack says, that was horrible, bro. We hydroplaned. The rain was crazy. You couldn't even see. No mention of looking at his phone. No accountability. Just weather and bad luck. January 9th, 2025. Plot twist. Kick unbans Jack. Nobody knows why. Maybe they felt bad. Maybe he promised to change. Maybe money talked. 9 days later, January 18th. Jack streaming again, gets into an altercation with a heckler on the street. His security jumps in. Full-blown street fight on livestream. Kick watches. Banned again. 9 days of freedom was all Jack could handle. February 2025. Jack posts from a hospital bed. Broken collarbone from a failed motorcycle stunt. He calls it his worst accident yet. The McLaren crash almost killed his friend. But this is worse because it happened to him. The pattern is crystal clear. Every few months something worse. Every incident more dangerous than the last, and nobody's stopping him because the content keeps performing. November 14th, 2025. Miami Beach. 3 in the morning. Jack's been partying on a yacht all night, flexing for Instagram. Bottles of champagne. Beautiful women. Living his best life. 3:12 a.m. Washington Avenue, in the entertainment district. Jack decides he needs content, steps into the middle of the street, blocks traffic, starts filming. Miami Beach police are conducting high-visibility patrol. They see Jack in the middle of the road. Cars swerving around him, drivers honking, clear safety hazard. Officers approach. Get out of the road. Jack ignores them. Sir, move to the sidewalk now. Jack's response? Once I'm done with this bit, like the police are just NPCs in his content game. They arrest him. Start searching his pockets. Find half an orange oval pill with a 3 stamped on it. Schedule 2 amphetamine, the kind prescribed for ADHD but also sold on the street. Then they find the black plastic container. 3 hand-rolled marijuana cigarettes, 4 grams total. Jack Doherty, the kid who started with marker flips, is now carrying illegal drugs while creating content. The charges come down hard: felony possession of a controlled substance for the amphetamine, misdemeanor possession of cannabis, misdemeanor resisting an officer without violence. The felony alone carries up to 5 years. With his history, prosecutors might push for more. Jack posts $3,500 bail, walks out 24 hours later. TMZ is waiting. That was the worst 24 hours ever. I wish I did something crazier to make it worth it. Still treating life like content. I think it was a little excessive. There was no traffic. It was 3 in the morning. No acknowledgement that he was breaking the law. No recognition that he endangered people. Just Jack being persecuted for being Jack. He immediately posts his mugshot to Instagram. 15 million followers see his arrest photo. The comments explode. Some support him. Most celebrate karma finally catching up. Influencer Mia Monroe posts a scathing response. Even though he's out on bail, hopefully this serves as a reality check. She mentions the awful things he's allegedly done to women, the zero accountability, the pattern of destruction. Wild conspiracies start trending. Some claim McKinley Richardson orchestrated a revenge arrest. Others say it's a publicity stunt. The truth is simpler. Jack's behavior finally caught up with him. Let's talk money, because that's what this is really about. Jack's net worth is hotly debated. Some sources say 2 million, others say 3 million. Celebrity net worth says 1 million. One article claims 60 million, which is absolutely insane. The reality is probably around 2 to 2.5 million. Sounds like a lot for a 22-year-old. But look at the expenses. $55,000 monthly for the Miami mansion. That's $660,000 a year just for rent. The McLaren was $200,000. Gone. The Fort Lauderdale mansion was $3.5 million. Mortgaged. The lifestyle burns through money faster than he makes it. YouTube brings in $400,000 to $500,000 yearly. Sponsorships maybe $700,000. Merchandise $300,000. OF management fees. Other platforms maybe $2 million total per year before taxes. But the arrest changes everything. Nike doesn't want to sponsor felons. Adidas has a morality clause. Pepsi can't have drug charges associated with their brand. Those $700,000 in sponsorships? Gone overnight. YouTube might demonetize his channel. Platforms are cracking down on dangerous content. Someone almost died in his McLaren. He's live streaming street fights. Now drug charges. The advertiser-friendly rating is in the toilet. Financial experts estimate he could lose $1 million plus in deals. His earning potential cut in half. Legal fees for the criminal case. Legal fees for the assault lawsuits. The money pit is getting deeper. Meanwhile, McKinley Richardson is thriving. Her OF is booming without Jack's control. She's doing podcasts exposing the truth, building her own brand, taking back her narrative. The best revenge is success. The industry is watching closely. Other influencers are distancing themselves. Nobody wants to be associated with the next arrest, the next crash, the next controversy. Jack's becoming radioactive. Parents are speaking out. Their kids worship this guy. 15 million young subscribers watching him destroy his life for content. What message does that send? That laws don't matter if you have followers? Some fans still defend him. It's just content, bro. He's playing a character. The arrest is probably fake. They can't accept their hero is actually a villain. But most people see the pattern. From harmless pranks to dangerous stunts. From funny videos to felony charges. From marker flips to marijuana and amphetamines. The trajectory only goes one direction. Here's the thing about building an empire on chaos. Eventually the chaos comes for you. Jack spent 9 years pushing boundaries for views. Now the legal system is pushing back. Think about the timeline. 2016, he's 13 flipping markers. 2017, he's disrupting stores. 2018, he's harassing strangers. 2019, he's stealing cars. 2020, he's getting bodyguards to fight for him. 2021, he's manipulating girls. 2022, he's on Dr. Phil getting shamed. 2023, he's facing assault lawsuits. 2024, he's crashing McLarens. 2025, he's getting arrested for drugs. Each year worse than the last. Each scandal bigger than before. Each consequence more serious. But the views kept coming, so he kept pushing. The Miami arrest might be the wake-up call. Or it might just be more views. Jack already posted his mugshot for clout. He's already back online acting like nothing happened. The cycle continues. But felony charges don't care about subscriber counts. Judges don't care about TikTok followers. Prison doesn't have good lighting for vlogs. Reality is finally breaking through the content bubble. Jack Doherty built his career on not caring about consequences, on pushing past every boundary, on treating life like one big prank. But pranks have punchlines, and Jack might be the joke. 7 years in prison is the maximum sentence. Will he get that? Probably not. First offense, young age, good lawyers. He'll likely plead down. But even probation changes everything. Drug testing, travel restrictions, career limitations. The party lifestyle that funds his content? Gone. The kid who started flipping markers is now flipping his life. From success to scandal, from millions to mugshots, from penthouses to potentially prison. The complete downfall of Jack Doherty. The irony is perfect. He wanted to be famous for being wild. Mission accomplished. He wanted everyone to know his name. They do. He wanted to push boundaries. He found them. McKinley Richardson said it best in her podcast. The person he became wasn't the guy I fell for. Fame changed Jack Doherty. Money enabled him. Followers encouraged him. And now the law might humble him. Is this rock bottom? Or just another chapter in the content machine? Will Jack learn from this? Or will he monetize his court dates? Time will tell. But one thing's certain. The 13-year-old flipping markers is gone, replaced by a 22-year-old facing felonies. The rise was meteoric. The fall might be worse. So what do you think? Is this the wake-up call Jack needs? Or just more fuel for the content fire? Should platforms have stepped in sooner? Or is this just the natural conclusion of rewarding bad behavior with millions of views? Let me know in the comments if you think Jack will actually face consequences this time. Because if history tells us anything, he'll probably live stream his court date and call the judge a hater. Subscribe if you want to see how this train wreck ends. Because with Jack Doherty, you know it's not over. The content must continue, even if it's from a jail cell.